Hello, welcome to Layla's Talk Show. Today we have a special guest, Lucas Vasquez. Okay.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Lucas Vasquez.
Oh, that's my last. That's not my last name.
Where did I get Where did I get Vasquez from then?
People call me that at my old school.
Oh, what school did you go to?
I used to go to Myers Elementary School. Well, that's one of them. Of
What,
many.
what was the other one? What were the other ones?
Other ones are like St. Joseph's Protector, Shamokin Middle School, Abington Middle High School.
Wow, so you were traveling a lot. What was your favorite class out of all of the schools combined?
My favorite class?
Mm-hmm.
Probably, well, I think like my least favorite was probably math at Abington because, you know, the teacher was really strict and mean. So, yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite?
I don't like any classes.
Okay. Do you ever participate in any extracurricular activities or performances like the talent show?
Well, I did, you know, the recent Beauty and the Beast play at this school, and I also did a play at my old school, Fiddler on the Roof, and I also did a talent show where I tried to do stand-up magic with a partner, but they didn't come, so it went really bad. Why are you laughing so much?
It's a truly tragic tale.
Oh, the talent show go.
Well, the talent show was really bad, so I went up, and I was supposed to like tell them how my first trick was gonna go, and I kind of just had like a lot of stage fright, and I just stood there for like 30 seconds and didn't say anything, and then, you know, instead of explaining it, I just tried to do the trick. I mean, not only did I not explain the trick, I also got it wrong. I was supposed to do a trick where I get a napkin and a marble, and then I like rub the marble, and I go like that, and like pull the napkin flat, and the marble's gone. The trick was, like, while I'm like kind of going like that, I kind of slip it up my sleeve, and then I was wearing a really tight shirt, so it would just be in my sleeve, and nobody would look at my wrist, because, you know, they wouldn't, just because. And, yeah, I got to do that, and then I did like that, and the marble, like, you know, fell. And then, yeah, I just stood there for a little bit, and then people started clapping, and I left.
Okay. What grade was this?
This was like 4th grade. It was a long time ago.
4th grade, yeah. At least it didn't make you traumatized, and so
It
you
did
can.
make me traumatized.
Well, you were in productions at your old school and in this school, so at least you can still be on a stage. So you like performing in front of a crowd. You said Fiddler on the Roof and the first production here. Yeah, what were your roles in those?
So in Fiddler on the Roof, I was just villager number 2. And the only thing that I said was a hat in a song. I forget what the song's called. But I was part of a bunch of other group songs, but that was like my only like solo thing.
It's like ensemble.
Yeah. And the Beauty and the Beast, I was a baker and a spatula. And then on the Roof, I was just a villager.
Were you any other roles in Beauty and the Beast?
I was also. Oh, I was also understudy for Cogsworth. Oh, and I was one of guest Sansa cronies.
Whoa. Okay, thank you.
Your video will continue after these short messages.
The sandwich in the dip. Brisket, bacon, beef, and Swiss. You put the sandwich in the dip. Brisket, bacon, beef, and Swiss. You put the sandwich in the dip. Brisket, bacon, beef, and Swiss. You put Arby's. We have the meat.
So, you're so curious as to what schools I went to. What schools have you gone to in the past?
I have only gone to Jenkintown during my primary school years and
Cool.
middle school years.
Interesting. So, what extracurricular activities do you do at Jenkintown?
Okay, well, I was in the play Beauty and the Beast that we recently
Anything else?
had. Yeah, and I am also in Belltones and
Band.
jazz band, and I'm also a part of a few other clubs at Jenkintown. And one of the things that is a tradition at Jenkintown after the recent productions like Beauty and the Beast, there is a fancy night, where the entire cast goes out to dinner dressed really fancy at a not fancy restaurant at all. Any dinner.
That was fancy. Okay, interesting. Anything else? Or are there
No.
only people can participate?
That's it.
That's quite a lot of things to do. What's your favorite form of social media? Just in pure curiosity.
My favorite form of social media is probably Snapchat or something to the effect of
Why
that.
say Snapchat?
Because I get to communicate with my friends through that.
But can you also communicate them through like other things?
Like what?
Like there's like messages on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter.
All forms of social media. Snapchat's just my favorite.
Alright, now I have a joke for you. What moves up and down and is red?
A tomato.
How did you know? So funny. Make me so
That
happy.
was so funny. Okay. Great joke. You should be a comedian.
What would you say was your favorite theater show that you've been a part of in Jenkintown?
Well, in elementary school years, we always did these like mini plays where it was like 40 minutes long, not real roles. I was always in all of those. Very theater kid. And then I was also a music man for my synagogue. And then last year, I was in the production Clue for Jenkintown.
Heard
It
that
was
one
very,
sucked.
yeah, it was very, it was very interesting because it had to be social distance and masked. No audience, had to be live streamed. It was interesting.
Seems interesting.
And this year I was in Beauty and the Beast.
And if you could choose any theater production for JTA to do next year, what would you suggest them to do?
I would suggest them to do Dear Evan Hansen, but we can't because it's still on Broadway and a little inappropriate for the younger kids. But I love Dear Evan Hansen, and I'm going to go see the show soon. And I love the music and everything that they try to raise awareness of mental health things.
Seems like a good choice. Personally, I would choose for Bambi. I just think that's really good musical.
Why?
I just said why.
Because you think it's a good musical.
Yeah,
Anything else?
I'm interviewing you. Okay. What's your favorite song?
My favorite song, probably from Dear Evan Hansen, Words Fail or Waving Through a Window.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
That's it.
All right, go ahead.